Well, good morning, everybody. Long time no see. Sorry, it's been a long time since my last video. You know how life is. It's crazy. Anyway, it's time to make one now. And we got a special one today. I was contacted by a gentleman at Rockwell Razors, at rockwellrazors.com. And he said, would you like to try one of our razors and review it? I said, why, sure. Here it is. Let's take a look at the unboxing and then we'll come back and see how it shaves. Hello everyone and welcome back to the shaving channel. What we have here is a box from a company called Rockwell Razors. I was contacted by one of the guys there and said, we want you to do a review of one of our razors. Can we send it to you? And I said, of course. So this is a Rockwell 6S adjustable stainless steel safety razor. And I'm never one to turn down a free razor to try out, so let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. I haven't opened up the box yet, as you can tell. I just arrived in the mail yesterday. And we'll see what it looks like. Alright. RockwellRazors.com. Alright, so there's the box. Nice. And these things, this model, they have a few models on their website. This is the, as I said, the 6S, and this is probably a razor I wouldn't have purchased for myself because it costs $99, and that's a little too rich for my blood. But let's see if it's a nice razor. I think it should be for $99, don't you? All right, so we got a little. It says 6S right there. Not the iPhone 6S, the Rockwell. So here's how it's adjustable. Check this out. So here's a little thing. So it's not adjustable like a butterfly, like my old, like this one where it's adjustable right there. It actually has different plates, 3 different, what do they call these? Yeah, flippable plates. So one side is it says R1, and then other side is R3. The second one is R2, R4, R6, R5. So I guess size 6 is the most aggressive, and size 1 would be the least. So it shows how much, it allows more blade to be exposed, and that's what the aggressiveness means. So there you go. That's an interesting idea. So let's open this thing up. There's the box. Let's see what it looks like inside. Come on, box. This is a good box. Okay. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Ooh. That's heavy duty, man. That is a heavy duty. And it's like a matte finish. It's like a sort of almost a gunmetal gray matte finish. And it's got kind of a matte powder texture to it. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll put that right there. So that's here's the razor itself. It's got the same finish as, of course, as the plate, the adjustable plate. And it's heavy, man. And here's the size of it. Let me show you my, Gillette Fat Boy, size-wise, compared to it. So, it's a little bit longer. See that? Can you tell? It's about a ½ inch longer. The head size is comparable. Look at that. I'm trying to film this in a way that I can show you. So yeah, the head size is comparable, the thickness. Got all these different angles. And the weight's much heavier than the Fat Boy. Fat Boy's not as heavy, and that's a pretty heavy razor. But I think a lot of these new modern razors, safety razors, are much heavier, and they got a good weight to them. So yeah, what else is in the box? They also got the other plate. This is the R2, R4, and then it also came with some razor blades. So the Rockwell 5-pack Swedish stainless steel razor blades. There you go. So you got the... Sorry, I keep dropping these things. It's early in the morning. I've only had 1 cup of coffee. I guess I need more. So there we go. Looking at the razor here. And let's see how it works. I'm going to unscrew it. So it just unscrews like a lot of the non-butterfly safety razors. And there's the top. So this is the R3, R1, but I'm going to use, because usually on my Fat Boy I go pretty aggressive, so I'm going to choose the one right before. I'm going to use the R5. I'll put the blade in later, don't worry, and I'll show you how it shaves. But that's kind of an interesting idea, having it be adjustable with using these plates. I would be worried that I might lose one of the plates, or more than one of the plates. But I guess we just keep it in your drawer, you're all right. And you could probably order a replacement one, I'm not sure. RockwellRazors.com. But anyway, so that's what's inside the box. Here's the razor. It's heavy. It's got like a non-slip. It's not smooth. It's got kind of a powdery feel to it. It's this interesting kind of silvery gunmetal gray color. And it's heavy. And it's got a fat head like my Fat Boy, so it might be similar. Well, let's check it out, shall we? Okay, welcome back. So there you go. We got the razor here. I have not shaved with it yet. I'm going to use the blades that they sent along. And the cool thing about this one, as I was looking more at the box, is that it was made in the USA. So if that's important to you, that's a cool thing. And now I'm going to undo the top here. If you've never used one of these kind of safety razors before, you unscrew the handle, and then there's a 2-part head, and this goes for every safety razor, I think, ever made, including my old 1918 one. It does the exact same thing. So it's like once you come up with a design and it works, stick with it. Gillette did that for 100 years, and now Rockwell Razors is giving it a try. But here's the different thing, as I showed in the unboxing. Here's the one of the adjustable heads, so you can adjust how much blade is sticking out, so the aggressiveness. Like if you have a real thick, coarse beard like I do, maybe you'll want more aggressive, like 5 or 6. If you have real fair skin, maybe a fine. You don't have to shave every day like I do. Use one of the lower ones. I'm going to try number 5, because I usually do about a 7 on my Gillette Fat Boy. And all right, let's load it up. So I'm going to take one of their razors out of here, razor blades. Ooh, look at that. Black, very cool. They got good packaging. I like their graphic design. I used to be a graphic designer for many years. Oh, look at this. So it's a package within a package. A protective sleeve within an envelope. Speaking of protective, I'm going to hold it. It's Swedish stainless steel. Man, it's branded even on there. You got their branding game on point. Okay, so here's what you do, as I've shown in my other videos, but if you haven't seen it and you're interested, because this could be confusing if you don't know what you're doing. Hold the razor by the edges, by the ends, the unsharp part, and place it right on the little guide there. See? And then, for this Rockwell razor, the number that you see on the bottom is the number that you're shaving with. So we got 5 and 6. I'll make sure the 5 is facing down. All right, there we go. Take the handle, screw it on till it's tight, and then you take a look and make sure that the blade is even on both sides of the razor head, which it is, if you can see that or not. All right, let's give it a try. So I just got out of the shower. Look at this hair. What's going on here? I've got like the Elvis Pompadour going all of a sudden. I'm on this new hair journey, you see? It's been going for about a year now. Actually, about a year. I always hated the way my hair looked when I was growing up. It was always kind of limp. Kind of just did like an 80s flip. And for years, I just did that because it's like you get stuck in one hairstyle and you don't change. I decided to change, by goodness. And here we go. Okay, this morning for the soap, we're going to use the satin tip brush that I was given in that shaving club kit, and one of my new favorite shaving soaps from Sterling Soaps, Margaritas in the Arctic. So it's like a lime/orange scent with menthol. So it's very refreshing. I'm going to do a whole review on several of the Sterling soaps that I've purchased recently because I just love them. They're fantastic. It's a couple out of Arkansas that make them, Boonesville, Arkansas. And they make some of the best shaving soaps that I've come across, and aftershaves and other things. Anyway, we'll have a review on this and a whole line of their other products coming up soon. So I'm dipping this in some hot water down here. Take some of that water out. And then I'm just doing it like this. I don't use a bowl, shaving bowl, because it's one less thing I have to clean up. So I just lather it up on the soap in the container itself. And this is a really big container, so it's almost like a surrogate shaving bowl. And there we go. And I wash out the suds, and then I let it dry just like that in the open air without the top on. All right, I splashed some water on my face. I'm gonna put some more. Splash some water. Like I said, I just took a shower. What is this hair doing? What is it? What is it doing? All right, and let's lather up. As I said, sorry, it's been a long time since I made a video. Everything's been fine. It's been kind of a tough year for everybody around the world, I think, 2016. But we're nearing the end. It's almost Halloween. I love this time of year. Unfortunately, it's not been cool here in Texas where I live. I love autumn. It's my favorite season. I've been robbed of it this October. It's been like in the mid to upper 80s, except for like 2 days. But that's par for the course living here in Texas, my home state. All right, so there we go. This stuff smells so good, and it makes such a great lather, and it lasts and lasts and lasts. It's like all natural too. All right, all right, here we go. Let's try the Rockwell out and give an honest review on this bad boy. We'll just do what I always do. My set is falling apart. Let me put that back up. You need a backdrop. This is like a professional. This is a professional show, folks. Professional amateur show. Let's try again. That's very aggressive. There's a lot of blade showing, but my skin is not real sensitive, and I use a light touch so I can handle it. I love adjustable razors because some days you don't need a real aggressive razor. Some days you do, and it's nice to have that option. And with this one, it's interesting. Like I said in the unboxing, I'm not sure about having 3 separate head pieces. I like just being able to adjust it like I do my Fat Boy, but I'm sure there are plenty of people that would like this kind, and, you know, maybe just stick with one. All right, it seems to be. Now the blade, the Rockwell blade that came with it, doesn't seem to be as sharp as my normal feather blades, but that's probably to be expected because the feather blades are the sharpest in the world, according to everyone. I'm no scientist, but I'm sure the edge is micron thin. So what I should do, can you hear that? It's really taking it off. It's good. It's feeling good so far. Is try this razor with a feather blade next time to give, you know, I think it's good to have a fair review and review a razor as close as you can to what your normal routine is. And my normal routine is, you know, any kind of shaving cream I'm in the mood for and a feather blade. But yes, 5 is a very aggressive setting. It's, when I say aggressive, I don't mean that it's hurting me or anything. I can just tell, you can tell by the feel that there's a lot of blade showing, and it's really cutting through the whiskers. If you watch any of my other videos, you know I really have to shave every day because I have thick stubble that grows in. A lot of people that leave comments say, I only have to shave like once a week. It's like, oh, I wish I was like that. I could grow a full beard in a week. Anyway, all right, so there's the first pass. And it's doing good. It feels very heavy. It's got a good weight to it, good size, good balance. It's very well made. As I said, it should be for $100. Now, that's a lot, like I said. That's rich for my blood. But for a lot of people, it's not. It's par for the course. And I tell you what, this thing will last the rest of your life, so it is an investment, like any safety razor, I believe. All right, so pass number 2. Kind of get some of that shaving cream off the bottom of the brush there. I put some more water on my face. And these days, I've only been doing 2 passes. Just because it's good enough, you know, and then I'll go back and do small areas that I feel need it on my face. But if you have the luxury and the time to do 3 passes, go for it. Man, this stuff smells so good. This Sterling margaritas in the Arctic. No alcohol in it, unfortunately, but it does smell like a margarita. Maybe a little bit more orangey than limey, but the orange is like the triple sec. If you ever had margaritas, like a real margarita. You have to come down here to Texas to get a real margarita. Leave a comment. Anyway, I've tried them all over the world. Well, as much as the world as I've seen. Pass number 2, across the grain. Yeah, this is a good razor. This is a very well-made, heavy-duty razor. Made in the good old US of A. Which in our country, we try to buy as many products as we can that are made in the USA because it helps Americans out. It keeps people employed. And this is a good razor. Yeah, this feels really good. The second pass, under the nose. I'm not feeling any irritation with as aggressive as number 5 is. It's taking it off. The weight of this is really substantial. Remember, let the weight of the razor do the work. Don't press hard when you're using a safety razor. Like, you can really mash your face with those, you know, disposable Gillette Mach 3s and 4s and 5s. But safety razor, and I know because I got super bad razor burn the very first time I used a safety razor because I pressed too hard. And with a heavier razor like this, you really don't have to press at all. Just kind of let it glide. You can hear a lot of the stubble is still there on this second pass as I'm going against the grain on my neck, which I always do. So that makes me think that the Rockwell blades are not quite as sharp as the feather blades, as I said. But the razor seems excellent. They have other razors on their website, by the way, rockwellrazors.com. I haven't checked them all out, but they have more economical ones. I think this might be like their top of the line. So thank you again, Rockwell Razors, for sending me this. It's a real pleasure to review anything for free. Are you kidding me? All right. Wow, that feels great. There's the old culprits. You have those places on your face where it's like no matter how many times you go over it, there's always stubble left. Well, this did a little bit better job than my fat boy. Oh, no, don't let the fat boy hear you. Well, that sounded weird. Don't. Anyway, so yeah, here's what I do if I want to do a little bit of a third pass, but I don't want to, you know, do a full third pass. A little bit more water on my face, which is always good. Your face likes the water and it helps lubricate things. I'm just going to put a little more Sterling. You're getting a good review coming up. Sterling margaritas in the Arctic and their other soaps. Fantastic. I'm so anxious to tell you about them if you haven't experienced them. All right. I see you're hearing considerably less beard noise on this partial third pass. Just hitting the areas that normally have stubble left over, the corner of my jaw, under my chin here, and a little bit back against the grain toward the ears. The old culprit spots. Pardon me, I just drooled on myself. Must be the margarita smell. Ugh. Did you get buzzed from shaving? All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, because this is a big head like my my fat boy, I'm gonna do the same thing I do to get right underneath my nostrils. See that technique? Carefully, carefully. Done. Wow. Okay, let me rinse off here. And I'll give you some final thoughts. Rinse with cold water because it closes the pores up in your face, which I guess is a good thing. You don't want to walk around with giant open pores. Did you know that Elvis hated the way his pores looked? He felt he had really big pores on his face. Anyway, so it goes to show you even the most famous people can have little quirks and insecurities. And that feels good. And as you can tell, I did not nick myself once. So even as aggressive as this razor was on the 5, and you can go 1 through 6, so I could even get more aggressive. Maybe I should try the next one with a feather blade on 6. Dare I? Dare I try? Rockwell Razors. You've done good, folks. Check them out, rockwellrazors.com. I'll put a link down in the description. And they even have cool little stands. You can put this thing as like a little stainless steel stand to let it dry, which I don't know if you need that or not. But, oh yeah. Every man jack, I'm almost out. Got to go back to the old store, find some more. Always important after you shave, no matter how you shave, moisturize your skin afterwards. And there you go, there you have it. That was a great shave. Good job, Rockwell Razors. Check them out, rockwellrazors.com. Thanks again, guys, for sending me the Rockwell 6S. Not to be confused with the iPhone 6S. This one does not text message very well, but it does shave well. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to try to post another video before too long, and certainly not as long as it has been since the last one in August. Thanks for watching. See you next time.